On behalf of Team BMR, I welcome you all to the 13th BMR International Conference. It's a great privilege to have you all over here. Before we begin with the Partners Association meeting, I have a very small presentation which I would like to take you all through so that we are all in sync with what is happening in the Middle East and what BMR aspires and wants to achieve in the coming year and in the coming time. So it's an expression of our vision which we would like to present today. So right now the Middle East recycling industry landscape is basically that 2025 has been a defining year for our region. We are at the crossroads of transformation and triumph from the heart of the UAE to the ports of Saudi Arabia and Oman. Our recycling facilities are no longer just plants, they are powerhouses of purpose. We have witnessed a 30% growth in recycling capacity over the past 3 years, and governments are embracing the circular economy not as an option but as a national mission. Non-ferrous revolution has been happening because in 2005 Middle East emerged as a global powerhouse in aluminium, copper and other ferrous recycling streams. Driven by the electrification boom, the value of non-ferrous exports crossed 14 billion USD. So from smelters to copper processing hubs, the region has turned itself into an engine of sustainable metals, powering the world's green revolution. Yes, in a year which we say that it has been defining for us, it had its own challenges also. The challenges which we face this year is first of all the EU waste shipment regulation, which our advocacy team is constantly trying to find a solution, and we have been trying our best to figure out a way with the BIR team, with UREC and all of them. VAT refund delays has been happening, and we are, as BMR Association, we are trying our best to get this sorted, and very soon we'll bring a huge relief for the industry is what we are thinking, because we are not only projecting VAT refund delay as a present problem, but we need to make sure that for the survival and the growth of the industry, it shouldn't be a problem in the future. So BMR is working on safeguarding the future of the industry. That's what we are working on in this thing. And the market volatility due to LME pricing and uncertain logistics. So yes, we did not break with these challenges, we evolved. So when markets wavered, we stood firm, BMR stood firm. When policies became uncertain, we became the voice of clarity. When hope became distant, our unity became the light. Our advocacy teams has been working tirelessly, as I have just told you. So now, my friends, there is a lot of golden horizon also that awaits us, like the Etihad Rail revolution that is happening, which is going to revolutionize the intra-regional logistics and connecting ports and factories. The national vision of UAE Net Zero 2050 and Saudi Vision 2030 are embedding recycling as the core of national development. That is how critical it's becoming. And green manufacturing across GCC and MENA regions, where billions are getting invested by the Green Manufacturing Zone and Industrial Symbiosis projects. So yes, a lot of interesting things are happening in this region. Now, this is what the current scenario is. Now I want to just talk to you about, we all are over here as associations, right? Do you all remember when iPhone was first launched? The very first iPhone. And Steve Jobs came on the stage and he said that today I'm going to launch 3 devices. An iPod, a phone and a communicating internet communicator. Then he repeats it again. Then he repeats it again. And then he says, these are not 3 different devices. This is one thing. That is iPhone. And that shocked the world, and it began a new revolution called as smartphone industry. Similarly, we as BMR, we don't see recycling as just a word. We see it as a brand. And considering that we are here this year, our main mission is that we want to change the very narrative associated with recycling. So I want to say you tonight that narrative must change. It is not a story of waste management, it's a story of human ingenuity. Recycling is not about saving the earth, it's about shaping the very future of it. And BMR will lead this transformation from conservation to creation, from survival to leadership. We are going to make, our focus is very clear that Middle East will be a global center, epicenter of recycling innovation. We do not see BMR as an association but as a leadership laboratory, and that is what we are trying to do with all our initiatives for our youth and all of the other things that we are trying to do. So yes, for us recycling is a brand and not a bin. Recycling is no longer a process, it's a brand, a symbol of innovation, intelligence and infinite birth. A brand that should inspire ambition and not guilt. When I say that, see, if you see the old narrative, we always sell the language of fear. We must recycle to save the planet. We must recycle to reduce waste. We must recycle because we have no choice. But the new narrative, to make the industry boom and take it to the next level, is it's time to move from saving to shaping, from fear to future, from waste management to resource innovation. That is what we are trying to say. So when you change the word, you change the entire world. Every powerful management movement in the history began with a new language, a new way of seeing things, and recycling deserves that too. Thank you so much, sir. Now, sir, why change the narrative? Because everybody, we have been following a narrative from so many years. Why do we change it? What's the need? The need is, sir, that the technological industry, this industry is no longer primitive, it's technological. We are no longer scrap dealers, we are resource engineers. The world youth doesn't want to save, they want to lead. So when the entire thought is changing, we should also change as associations. Recycling is the new innovation engine. Every major innovation today, the new generation of recyclers are not just saving, they are leading nations to the future. They are the captains of circular progress, the generals of green transformation. So the way the world sees us defines the way it values us. When you say recycling is charity, we are saving the world and all, it will always remain undervalued. But when you say that it is innovation, it is thought leadership, it will become indispensable. It will start a new wave. Yesterday, many people in the president dinner were telling me, Vasim, the next generation has to come in, it is very important to get them in. They will only come in when they see the industry in this light. Yes, and that is our point of view. So more innovation, more efficiency, more prosperity, more leadership. That is how we want to do. Let's shape tomorrow, let's shape our today. Now when I say this, we are all associations over here, we all do our so many events, we all do our personal events. Now imagine if we all do something together. To know that impact, my president will take you through his vision and his visionary leadership. So it's time that BMR is seeing a new future for the recycling industry. We want your support and let us all together make a change, bring a change, because when the five fingers come together, they form a strong fist. We are here to form a strong fist with you all. Thank you so much.